Hi everybody, this is part 12 of our story of the witches, and we're joined at the bottom of page 69 after one of the witches has been disobedient and been punished by the Grand High Witch. A moment later, a stream of sparks that looked like tiny white hot metal filings came shooting out of the Grand High Witch's eyes and flew straight towards the one who had dared to speak.
Why do you love doing
I love doing it because my children in my class like hearing my class stories, because it's really important to have stories in your life and to listen to stories. Is that right? Okay? Right, you listen or go play? Okay, next word. I saw the sparks striking against her and burrowing into her, and she screamed a horrible howling scream, and a puff of smoke rose up around her. A smell of burning meat filled the room. Nobody moved. Like me, they were all watching the Grand High Witch and the smoke, and when it cleared away, the chair was empty. I caught a glimpse of something wispy white, like a little cloud fluttering upwards and disappearing out of the window. A great sigh rose up from the audience. The Grand High Witch glared around the room. She didn't laugh, though. "I hope nobody else is going to make me cross today," she remarked. There was a deathly silence. "Frizzled like a fritter," said the Grand High Witch. "Cooked like a carrot. You will never see her again. Now we can get down to business." Ready for the next chapter. Formula 86, delayed action, a mouse maker. Page 71. "Children are revolting," screamed the Grand High Witch. "We will wipe them all away. We will scrub them off the face of the earth. We will flush them down the drain." "Yes, yes, yes, yes," chanted the audience. "Wipe them away, scrub them off the earth. Flush them down the drain. Children are foul and filthy," thundered the Grand High Witch. They are," chorused the English witches. "They are foul and filthy." "Children are dirty and stinky," screamed the Grand High Witch. "Dirty and stinky," cried the audience, getting more and more worked up. "Children are smelling of dogs' droppings," screeched the Grand High Witch. "Pooh," cried the audience. "Pooh, pooh, pooh." "They are worse than dogs' droppings," screeched the Grand High Witch. "Dogs' droppings is smelling like violets and primroses compared with children." "Violets and primroses," chanted the audience. They were clapping and cheering almost every word spoken from the platform. The speaker seemed to have them completely under her spell. "To talk about children is making me sick," screeched the Grand High Witch. "I am feeling sick even thinking about them. Fetch me a basin." The Grand High Witch paused and glared at the mass of eager faces in the audience. They waited, still wanting more. "So now," barked the Grand High Witch, "so now I am having a plan. I am having a gigantic plan for getting rid of every single child in the whole of England." The witches gasped. They gaped. They turned and gave each other ghoulish grins of excitement. "Yes," thundered the Grand High Witch, "we shall swish them and shrub them, and we shall make to disappear every single smelly little brat in England in one stroke." "Whoopee!" cried the witches, clapping their hands. "Whoopee!" I've got some little witches here that aren't fans. "You are brilliant, oh your grandness. You are fantabulous." "Shut up and listen," snapped the Grand High Witch. "Listen very carefully and let us not be having any markups." The audience leaned forward, eager to learn how this magic was going to be performed. "Each and every one of you," thundered the Grand High Witch, "is going back to your hometowns immediately and resign from your jobs. Resign, give notice, retire." We will, they cried. We will resign from our jobs. And after you have resigned from your jobs, the Grand High Witch went on, each and every one of you will be going out and you will be buying. She paused. What will we be buying? They cried. Tell us, O brilliant one. What is it we shall be buying? Sweet shops, shouted the Grand High Witch. Sweet shops, they cried. We are going to buy sweet shops. What a frumptuous wheeze. Each one of you will be buying for herself a sweet shop. You will be buying the very best and most respectable sweet shops in England. We will, they answered. Their dreadful voices were like a chorus of dentist drills, all grinding away together. I am wanting no twopenny, halfpenny, crummy little tobacco-selling newspaper sweet shops, shouted the Grand High Witch. I am wanting you to get only the very best shops, filled up with piles and piles of luscious sweets and tasty chocks. The best, they cried. We shall buy the best sweet shops in town. You will have no trouble in getting what you want, shouted the Grand High Witch, because you will be offering 4 times as much as a shop is worth, and nobody is refusing an offer like that. Money is not a problem for us witches, as you know very well. I have brought with me 6 trunks stuffed full of English banknotes, all new and crisp, and all of them, she added with a fiendish letter, all of them homemade. At that point, one foolish witch got so excited at the possibility presented by owning a sweet shop that she leapt to her feet and shouted, the children will come flocking to my shop, and I will feed them poisoned sweets and poisoned chocks and wipe them out like weasels. Ha! The room became suddenly silent. I saw the tiny body of the Grand High Witch stiffen and then go rigid with rage. Who spoke? She shrieked. It was you over there. The culprit sat down fast and covered her face with her clawed hands. You blithering bumpkin, screeched the Grand High Witch. You brainless vog-vumper. Are you realising that if you are going round poisoning little children, you'll be caught in 5 minutes flat? Never in my life am I hearing such a volge-slopping suggestion from a witch. The entire audience cowered and shook. I'm quite sure that they all thought, as I did, that the terrible white hot sparks were about to start flying again. Curiously enough, they didn't. If such a tom-fiddling idea is all you can be coming up with, thundered the Grand High Witch, then it's no wonder England is still swarming with rotten little children.